Well, I participate in a citizen science project. I monitor coverboards at Camp Woods Preserve. I go there every other week and I'll flip them. And then if there are salamanders, I'll catch them, put them in a bag, and then measure and weigh them. And then I'll put them back under their coverboard. Salamanders are an indicator species, which means they indicate the health of an environment. So if it's really polluted, the salamanders will be dead or unhealthy. And if there are a lot of salamanders in an area, then that means that the area is healthy.
At Wissahickon Trails, our mission is to inspire and engage diverse communities of people to protect, steward, and enjoy the land and waterways of the Wissahickon Valley. Over our 63-year history, we've protected open space along the Wissahickon Creek. This region has been developed a lot over the last 50 years. And so what that means is that the open spaces that are left, they need to be really high-quality habitat to be of value to the remaining wildlife populations.
Habitat improvement really involves making sure that the preserves have what the wildlife that rely on them need to survive. They need space for nesting, they need certain kinds of plants, they need clean water, they need shelter to take cover from predators and raise their young. When we talk about managing habitats, we're really talking about making sure that we maintain a level of functioning health in the landscape.
Volunteers are critical to our ability to achieve our mission. Our citizen science program engages community members in our wildlife monitoring. We have our Creek Watch program where community members become stewards of a stretch of the creek. There are boots on the ground, and all the work that we do it in partnership with the people who live here.
Once a month, between the 10th and the 12th, I show up to my section of creek with a clipboard of questions, water clarity and any new erosion, just things that affect the creek's health. And we jot that down. I have a neighborhood that drains into a park, and so I'm regularly looking at the swells they've built that have wildflowers growing and other grasses, just to see how they're doing because of all the wash off in the neighborhood. And then later on, in front of my PC, I just upload it onto the website and send the pictures forward. Now it's been about 6 years. I think the program's been going, and I've been doing it for 6 years. So they're collecting a lot of data.
So our bird banding program, it's one of the ways that we monitor the health of our preserves. What we do is we catch birds during the breeding season. We put a small metal band on their leg with a number, and then we recatch them. And that's how we learn about survival. Because birds are high in the food chain, they react really quickly to things happening in the environment. So if there's something going on with the plants, that will affect insects and that will affect birds. So by studying birds, we can see how our actions on the landscape are affecting them in their environments.
Open space is very important for Montgomery County, and the Wissahickon Trails are an important partner for us. The county has helped with purchasing several preserves, which the Wissahickon Trails now owns and maintains.
Working with local municipalities and the county and the state on land protection opportunities, it's essential. They have reach and opportunity that we don't have, but when we work together, we can add value to each other's efforts.
I think education is important and awareness is so important. People don't realize the watershed. They don't realize the importance of the creek. They enjoy the trails, but they don't always necessarily appreciate the importance of the water that flows through our community.
We live in a world with increasingly complex environmental challenges. We've really shifted our work in the last 3 or 4 years to focus really on education through action, getting people involved. I really believe that people benefit when nature thrives.
It's really our mission and goal to provide our children with as many educational opportunities as possible and to really be contributing members of society. We're very appreciative of all of the open space. It's a precious resource and it's really important to us to see it preserved.
What's important to me about the health of any creek, but here at Wissahickon, is to have that hawk flying by and that blue heron. You need to have what's underneath that rock growing as a microinvertebrate to be healthy, so then that fish is healthy, so then that raccoon and that fox and the trees and the bees and things that buzz, it all just starts to connect.
I think what is special about the lands that we have protected is the relationship that the land itself has with the people here. The runners that use our trail, the families that take their kids out to explore the preserves and splash around in the creek, the birders that come out looking for that special rare bird. I see how much they love it, and I see what it gives back to them in the form of those experiences.
And it's just important to keep the environment healthy because humans need like oxygen from trees, clean air, clean water, and the environment plays a big role in that. So we need to keep it healthy.